Chapter 1. First steps into forever in a quiet town in Vermont. Life moved gently, like the slow drift of autumn leaves. It was here that Noah, a chubby-cheeked baby boy with curious brown eyes, and Grace, a tiny baby girl with bright blue eyes, met for the first time. They were just 1 year olds, sitting on a blanket in the middle of a family picnic. Grace giggled when Noah tried to grab her toy bunny, and Noah laughed when Grace touched his nose. Their parents joked, "Looks like we've got a friendship starting here." From that moment, their worlds became one. Their first words were spoken to each other, their first wobbly steps taken side by side. In baby photos, they were always together, smiling, hugging, or simply sitting close, as if they already knew they belonged in each other's story. Chapter 2. The Years of Sunshine. Noah and Grace lived just 2 houses apart. Every morning, their mothers would meet at the park, and the two toddlers would race to the swings. They'd share juice boxes, cookies, and endless giggles. By the time they were 4, they had their own secret clubhouse, really just a blanket, draped over chairs in Grace's living room, where they would hide away and pretend they were explorers or superheroes. Noah often told Grace, "When we grow up, I'm going to protect you forever." And Grace would smile, replying, "And I'll make you laugh every day." Chapter 3. The first sign something was wrong. One winter morning, Grace's mom noticed she had bruises on her legs. At first, they thought she'd just been clumsy while playing. But when she became unusually tired and started missing playdates, her parents grew worried. Doctors ran tests, and the results shattered their world. Grace had acute lymphoblastic leukemia, a type of blood cancer. The hospital became Grace's second home. Her days were filled with needles, medicine, and machines. Noah, now 5, didn't fully understand what cancer meant, but he understood one thing. Grace needed him. Chapter 4. A boy who never left her side. Every afternoon after preschool, Noah's mom would take him to the hospital. He would bring Grace little gifts, stickers, crayons, and sometimes funny drawings to make her smile. One day, when Grace lost her hair from the chemotherapy, Noah came in wearing a beanie. "Now we match," he said with a grin. Grace's pale face lit up and she whispered, "You're my best friend." Chapter 5. Fighting together. Grace fought hard for over 2 years. There were good days when she felt strong enough to play board games or paint with Noah, and bad days when all she could do was hold his hand in silence. When she was finally declared in remission, the town celebrated. Grace and Noah went back to playing in the park, laughing under the swings as if nothing had happened. They thought the worst was over. Chapter 6. The cruel return. When Grace was 8, the cancer came back, stronger and faster than before. This time, the doctor said there was little they could do. Grace's parents broke the news to her gently. She stayed quiet for a long time, then asked, "Can I still see Noah every day?" From then on, Noah became her daily sunshine. They'd sit in her backyard under a blanket, watching the clouds and making up stories. Chapter 7. The last birthday. Grace's 9th birthday was a bittersweet celebration. She was too weak to run or play, but the whole neighborhood decorated her yard with pink balloons. Noah brought her a handmade scrapbook filled with photos of their childhood, from their first steps to their park adventures. "This way," he said softly, "you can take our memories with you wherever you go." Grace hugged the scrapbook tightly. "Promise you'll remember me?" "Always," Noah whispered, fighting back tears. Chapter 8. The final goodbye. A cold December morning came when Noah woke up to the sound of his mom crying. She took his hand and said softly, "Grace is in the hospital. We need to go now." When Noah arrived, Grace was lying in bed, her breathing slow and shallow. He climbed onto the chair next to her and held her hand. "I'm here," he said, "just like I promised." Grace opened her eyes and smiled faintly. I know you always kept your promises. She reached weakly for the scrapbook on her bedside table. Keep this for me. Noah nodded, tears streaming down his face. I love you, Grace. I love you too, Noah, she whispered. And with that, her tiny hand slipped from his dot, chapter 9, carrying her forever. The funeral was small, but the whole town came. Noah stood beside Grace's grave, holding the scrapbook close to his chest. The cold wind bit at his cheeks, but he didn't care. Years later, Noah still kept his promise. On every birthday, he visited Grace's grave and read her a letter. He carried her picture in his wallet, and when anyone asked about it, he would smile softly and say, That's Grace. She's my best friend. She always will be. Because some loves never fade, not even when one heart stops beating. Moral: the purest friendships can be the strongest loves. Even the smallest hearts can leave the biggest footprints on our souls.